Alien 3 for the Mega Drive was developed by Probe Software and released in October 1992. The game is an extremely loose adaptation of the third Alien film, directed by David Fincher, and sees Ripley crash landing on Fury 161, a high-security prison planet. Ripley is the sole human survivor of the escape pod crash, but unfortunately a facehugger also escapes the crash and impregnates a dog. This soon births a new xenomorph threat into the prison of Fury 161, and Ripley takes it upon herself to destroy the alien menace before it kills everyone in the prison. Due to the events of the film taking place in a prison, automatic weaponry is not available to Ripley, and she has to defeat the xenomorph with her own cunning and quick wits. This is completely thrown out of the window for Probe Software's game, which instantly gives Ripley an extremely wide and varied arsenal of weapons to take on multiple xenomorphs and facehuggers throughout the various stages of the game. The xenomorphs aren't killing the prisoners either, preferring to capture them and make them ready for a facehugger to breed with. The goal of the game is to explore the many stages and free every captured prisoner before advancing to the exit. After 3 stages, Ripley will have to face a boss, and the process repeats for 5 worlds. It's a tense, action-packed experience with a big focus on exploration, which is unusual for a Mega Drive game of this era, and it certainly helps the title stand out. In addition to the various running, jumping, shooting and hostage freeing, the stages are also littered with health and ammunition pickups, which are vital as Ripley's weapons all have a limited amount of ammunition. Alien 3 is certainly a game that rewards careful play and approaching its various enemies with caution to determine how they react and what weapons are best suited for dealing with them. Unfortunately, the game's focus on exploration is completely undone by the inclusion of a stage timer. Each stage has a very strict time limit with which to find all the hostages, as well as the exit, and it's very stressful to have to navigate some incredibly intricate maps loaded with enemies and hostages and not have the freedom to take your time. It is the game's biggest flaw, and it isn't even mitigated by a save game feature or even passwords. You have to beat this mammoth game in one sitting with limited time, lives and continues, and it does not make for an enjoyable experience. Thankfully, the Mega Drive's Game Genie peripheral can really save this game, as there's a code to deactivate the timer. This is the optimal way to play the game, because without the restrictions of the timer, you can now carefully explore the stages in your own time, instead of panicking and rushing into enemies and missing the various hostages. Some might argue that this ruins the tension, as the timer is supposed to serve the horror of the film it is based on, but in practice it doesn't really add to the atmosphere. It's more infuriating than anything. Alien 3 is almost a very good movie-to-video game adaptation, even if it plays fast and loose with the source material. There's a very good exploration-focused action title in here that is unfortunately spoiled by a stupid stage timer. But those with the Game Genie will definitely want to deactivate that and actually enhance the game by giving the player more unrestricted exploration.